Good evening, everyone.
Exactly.
We're going to get started. Welcome to the September 2025 Hoboken Board of Education meeting. Thank you all for being here. If you are joining us this evening to speak on agenda or non-agenda items, please use the sign-up sheets that are located at the podium. Ms. Lopez, can you please read the statement of compliance?
This meeting is being held in conformity to the Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-6 et seq. Proper public notice of the meeting was published in the local papers on January 14, 2025 and January 16, 2025. If any board member or member of the public in attendance believes that the meeting is in violation of the Open Public Meetings Act, the Hoboken Board of Education requests that they make a statement at this time. The board wishes to make those in attendance aware that this meeting is being recorded on video and will be broadcast by the board at a later date on CATV Channel 77 and FiOS Channel 46. The full meeting recording will also be made available on Board Docs, which can be accessed through the district homepage. The Hoboken Board of Education is committed to preserving the decorum of the public process and is mindful that we live in the electronic age of computers, cell phones, and other electronic communication devices. Nevertheless, we respectfully request that all meeting participants kindly silence their electronic devices during the course of the meeting, and if use of the device is necessary, we ask that you please leave the meeting room if you need to conduct personal business.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ms. Lopez, can you please call the roll?
Yes. Ms. Angley?
Here.
Ms. Catamatori?
Here.
Ms. Delara?
Here.
Mr. Delator?
Here.
Mr. Grania?
Here.
Ms. Khanna? Mr. Klufel?
Here.
Ms. Norwood?
Here.
Ms. McGurk?
Here. Thank you, Ms. Lopez. Since we are just 4 days into the new school year, we don't have any student recognitions this evening, and our representatives from Hoboken Middle School and Hoboken High School will join us at our October meeting, and then will be with us regularly each month after that. We look forward to hearing from them. Dr. Johnson, do you have a superintendent's report for us this evening?
I do.
Thank you.
Good evening. This Board of Education meeting signifies the start of a new school year. At the next board meeting, we will actually be welcoming new student representatives who will provide updates from Hoboken Middle School and Hoboken High School. We will also welcome back our Student of the Month recognition program, and we are also going to be bringing back our monthly staff recognitions as well. Our school doors opened this school year with more kindergarten through 12th grade students than we had last year. I'm not going to provide an enrollment update right now because we're still reconciling our, what we call our ins and outs, our new enrollees and those who may have moved out of the district. But at the October Board of Education meeting, our governance chair, Ms. Catamatori, will report out our enrollment numbers. And at that meeting, I'm also going to be doing a presentation of our demographic study along with a presentation of our long-range facilities plan in draft form, but it will be a full presentation. I'm also happy to report that the SDA has agreed to fund the Demarest facade project. On September 23rd, we are going to be holding a public hearing to provide information and to take comments on the lease that we intend to enter into for a new preschool location at 38 Jackson Street. That hearing will take place at 7 p.m. in the Demarest Auditorium. I have visited our schools in the first few days, and our students are smiling and seem extremely happy. Our staff members are rising to the expectations that we've set for all of them, and our new teachers and paraprofessionals seem to be settling in quite nicely. Our new teacher orientation was a beneficial learning experience for everyone that attended, and it provided all of our new staff members with an opportunity to meet the administrative team and union leadership as well. My convocation welcomed all staff back to the new school year with a message that was aligned to our new portrait of a Hoboken High School graduate and all of the exciting changes that are happening in education right now. Our high school sports teams are well underway with games under their belts, and I'm happy to report that there are a lot of W's in the win columns, that's for sure, but we are seeing a lot of good sportsmanship, and that's something that's very important to all of us. Virtually all of our middle school teams right now are just in the process of trying out. Kids are trying out for the teams, but I do have to report out that it was very exciting last week to see for the first time a Hoboken Middle School football team compete against Hillside. While we were a little bit smaller in size, I think we were extremely large in heart. We didn't win the game, but it was 14-8 with just 2 minutes left, and our kids really played tough, and it was great to see them out having a great time and really learning the skills that are associated with tackle football. It'll be a great feeder program for our high school team. Our back-to-school nights are as follows. Brant Elementary School will be having its back-to-school night on September 16th. Connors will be having it on September 18th. And Wallace will be having it on September 29th. And all of our elementary school back-to-school nights begin at 6:30 p.m. Our middle school will be having their back-to-school night on September 25th, and our high school will be having theirs on September 30th. And our middle school and our high school back-to-school nights actually begin at 7 o'clock rather than 6:30. And we do look forward to seeing as many parents and guardians as possible. Back-to-school nights give a great opportunity for parents to meet not only their school principal and vice principal or vice principals, but also all of the teachers that are in the building, not only homeroom teachers, but also all of the related arts teachers as well. And then lastly, I would like to give a little shout out to the HPEF and Advanced Realty investors for funding a program that we're going to be hosting on September 17th. Project Reboot is a program that an individual by the name of Dino Ambrosi, who had a lot of personal experience with tech addiction, and the fact that he spent hours upon hours on social media and looking at his phone when he was just about at the tail end of his college experience and young adulthood. And it had a tremendous impact on his life. And when he took control over his time, he realized that providing healthy tech habits to not only school-age children, but college-age students, and also the adults that are in children's homes and also in schools all day long, would be a really beneficial mission, not only for himself, but also for the general public. So he started an organization called Project Reboot, where he visits schools across the country to talk to students about kind of the pitfalls of just going down the rabbit hole on social media and on technology. He is absolutely not someone who does not advocate for educational technology or technology in education, but he does see a lot of dangers when it comes to recreational technology. And so he will be coming in on September 17th. He's actually going to start with a 2-hour workshop for select staff members at both our middle school and our high school. He will then follow up with an assembly program for 9th and 10th graders, and then an assembly program for 11th and 12th graders. He then is going to host a student leadership lunch, and that will take place at the high school as well, but it will be a combination of middle school student leaders as well as high school student leaders. And then we're actually going to walk him to the middle school, and he's going to be doing a full assembly program for Hoboken middle school students as well. But my shout out really is for all parents and guardians and adult community members who are interested in the topic. On the evening of September 17th from 6 o'clock to 7:30 in Hoboken High School's auditorium, Mr. Ambrosi will be doing an adult workshop, not only for picking up skills and habits for themselves, but also how best to manage healthy tech households. So we're excited about that, and we invite all parents and guardians and community members to come to the high school for that event. There will be some light refreshments and also some really fun giveaways, including some school swag and some kind of surprise giveaways as well, which will include some free passes into some of our games and school events as well. So we welcome everyone that would like to attend, and we encourage everybody to do so. It's open to the public as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. Next, we'll move into committee reports. Ms. Lopez, do you have a business administrator's report for us this evening?
No, not at this time.
Thank you very much. We'll move over to Ms. Norwood for curriculum.
Thank you. The Curriculum Committee met on Thursday, September 4th. In attendance were Dr. Johnson, Ms. Sandra Rodriguez-Gomez, Ms. Angley, Ms. Catamatori, and myself. There are 5 curriculum items on the agenda, and the committee recommends all for approval. It was a relatively short meeting because most of the curriculum work had been done earlier in the summer, but the agenda items include approval of a variety of assemblies and presentations for the school year, approval of a variety of field trips for the school year, approval of the 2025 to 2026 district mentor plans, district nursing plan, and district and school professional development plans. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Ms. Norwood. We'll now move over to Mr. Grania for facilities.
Thank you, Ms. McGurk. So the Facilities Committee met, and in attendance were Ms. Angley, Mr. Lara, Mr. Calgi, Dr. Johnson, Mr. Kupfel, and myself. That meeting occurred on September 4th. So for the consent agenda, we're recommending approval of the fire and safety drill reports, and we are also recommending approval on 14.02, which is the approval of facilities requests. This month, there are no facilities requests outside of PTO organizations, so we are only approving PTOs tonight. I had updates on the Reed Jackson, which our superintendent has already provided, as well as the long-range facilities plan the superintendent has already provided. The Brandner project is continuing, and as Dr. Johnson mentioned, the Demarest facade project requires approval from the SBA, and work can begin and proceed through winter because it is not weather dependent. There was also just a couple of comments that I think we had in committee I'd like to share with the rest of the trustees. As our school district has grown, and we all know what those numbers are, we've been talking about them extensively, it looks like now the conversations that the district administration are having with the DOE is, there's been a concept that is Hoboken really growing? Well, now they see it, and now they know it, and that is changing, I think, our position, hopefully, in some of the approval processes. That is under discussion. That does not require a vote. I am not in the consent agenda. The other thing that went around, and I'm just going to comment on it briefly, I don't see any of the facilities team here tonight, but they did, I just want to say a shout out to Director Callaghan and the entire facilities team to accommodate our student body, which has grown again this year, and a great deal of work was done at refitting the Demarest School and making space for a larger crop of kids. That's always a disruption on faculty and administrators since they probably have to move to a different location, but they've done that, and I think the really nice thing is the comment that I received from the director is, it is so delightful to hear the voices of so many children and students in our schools. So it's a problem we'd like to have, and that is my report.
Thank you, Mr. Grania. We'll now turn it over to Mr. Klupfel for Finance.
I would also just like to acknowledge Mr. Callaghy in the auditorium sitting over there. Thank you. The Finance Committee did meet on Friday, September 5th. With me were Ms. McGuirk, Mr. Del Torre, Ms. Lopez, and our new Assistant Business Administrator, Ms. Corey. As my notes to the board over the weekend indicated, we did review and recommend all agenda items that we did review at that time. But I do want to say that there's one additional item on the agenda tonight. It's an additional contract has been added since Friday, and that is for the Johns Hopkins University Center for Talented Youth program. That has just been finalized and is a late addition to the thing. We've done that program for many years. It's not a surprise. It has been budgeted for. So I would recommend that as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Klupfel. We'll now go to Ms. Kadamatori for Governance.
Thank you. Governance Committee met on Thursday, September 4th. In attendance were Dr. Johnson, Ms. Norwood, Ms. McGurk, Mr. Klupfel, and myself. Committee discussed the agenda and recommends all items for approval. As is always usual, this month's agenda contains a number of appointments in various areas, approvals of co-curricular advisors, and blanket approvals for certain positions and duties requiring coverage throughout the year. There are a few items worth highlighting from the agenda, and bear with me because some of the numbers just moved around. So 10.02 through 10.05 covers the appointment of both certificated and uncertificated staff for the 25-26 school year and includes the approval of 2 teacher apprentices at the high school. 10.09 through 10.12 and 10.14 cover the approval of co-curricular advisors for the 25-26 school year at each of our district schools. That includes things like club advisors as well as different music teachers and music clubs. 10.15 seeks the approval of an additional school safety officer to the pool of officers that we discussed at the last meeting. 10.18 and 10.20 approves all K through 12 certificated staff to a pool to cover breakfast and lunch duty as well as home instruction throughout the school year. 10.19 covers the approval of musicians for the upcoming high school production of Mean Girls, which we're all looking forward to. 10.21 approves all district certificated staff and paraprofessionals for the district's Passport to Learning program. 10.22 approves payment of quantitative and qualitative merit goals reached by our Christy Gaudio. And 10.24 covers appointment of an additional paraprofessional who has passed the RBT exam to be appointed to Special Services RBT position established by the district. We congratulate that individual. And that is my report tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kadamatori. I have a brief president's report this evening. I hope that all of our students, family, faculty, and staff have had a good start to the school year thus far. The excitement is palpable around our buildings, and it is so wonderful to see so many new faces at drop-off and pick-up, and how lucky that we are that all of us are here. I want to take a moment to acknowledge the tragedy that took place at Assumption School in Minneapolis. They didn't get to have the kind of start to their school year that we got to enjoy here in Hoboken. I'd like it if you could all please join me in a moment of silence to remember the children who perished at Assumption School. Thank you. I'd like to extend my thanks to the City Council who recently approved Class 3 police officers who are recently retired police officers. This approval will allow the district to hire these officers to work on site in our schools each day. I want to thank the Council, the Director of Public Safety, and Dr. Johnson for working closely together to make this happen. It is one small step that we can take to continue to keep our schools and communities safe. As Dr. Johnson mentioned in her superintendent's report, I'm very excited for the Project Reboot presentation that's going to be coming to Hoboken Middle School, Hoboken High School, and the parent and guardian session that will take place at Hoboken High School on Wednesday, September 17th. I encourage all parents, guardians, and community members to take the opportunity to attend this important presentation. I know from many of the groups that I'm a part of, from PTO meetings, from WhatsApp chats, that screen time and technology use is a very hot topic here in Hoboken, and I look forward to the presentation and the community conversation that I know will be driven by Mr. Ambrosi's presentation. The parent-guardian presentation is at 6 p.m. on the 17th in the Hoboken High School auditorium, and I hope to see many of you, if not all of you, there. And then finally, I want to say congratulations to the Hoboken Middle School and Hoboken High School athletic teams that are off to such a great start this fall season. And I also want to congratulate the cast of the high school production of Mean Girls, who just found out about their roles this week. We hope you break a leg. And we're looking forward to seeing all that the students of the Hoboken Public School District achieve and create this fall. That concludes my report, and we will now move forward to public comments on agenda items.
Madam President?
Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot you for wellness.
No, that's okay.
I want you to know that I have wellness written very largely on the agenda, and I still occasionally skip past it. And Ms. Norwood, I hope now you will know that it's actually something about seeing the W in wellness that makes me go past it.
Totally okay. No, I wanted you to finish your report because it was good, so I don't want to interrupt you. But I did just want to put on the record that the Wellness Committee did meet on September 4th. In attendance were myself, Miss Kana, and Ms. McGurk. There are no action items on the agenda tonight, but I do want to point out that Chartwells will be at all of these schools' back-to-school nights, which you'll be able to sample some of the food items that are being served in our school cafeterias. So I'm really excited about that. And that's really all that I wanted to report out, so thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Delara, and once again, my apologies. And just so the public can see, wellness is written very largely here, and for some reason, I think when you have stuff to say that tugs at the heartstrings, I tend to just want to get it all out. So we'll now move into public comments on agenda items. As a reminder, before we open for public comments, over the years and most recently, the board has been asked why it does not prohibit or stop comments about school district employees from individuals who speak during the public comment portion of the meeting. The short answer is that the law prevents the board from censoring comments made about district personnel. The board does not condone, nor is the board a party to, comments as such. However, just because a speaker may have the right to say what he or she feels, it does not absolve the speaker from liability or from any comments that could be viewed as defamatory by an employee. Should speakers say something that subjects them to a civil suit, the responsibility falls squarely on the speaker and not on the board. Board policy requires that all speakers please state your name, municipality of residence, and business affiliation, if any. Speakers are allowed 5 minutes, and Vice President Angley will quietly motion when you have 30 seconds remaining. Please address all comments to the committee chair. Board policy states that the board welcomes comments on matters of interest to the board, but this is not an opportunity for dialogue or debate between speakers and board members or the superintendent.
There are no speakers.
Thank you, Ms. Lopez. We will now move on to our consent agenda. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Ms. Lopez, you can please call the roll.
Ms. Angley?
I am going to abstain on 6.01 and yes on everything else.
Ms. Kadamtori?
Yes.
Ms. Delara?
Yes.
Mr. Delatorre?
Yes.
Mr. Grania?
Yes.
Mr. Klufo?
Yes.
Ms. Norwood?
Yes.
And Ms. McGurk?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you, Ms. Lopez. We'll now move forward to public comments on agenda and non-agenda items.
There are no speakers.
We are going to be going into executive session now for the purpose of covering matters covered by attorney-client privilege. We will not be taking action, so we will just be coming back to close the meeting. Will be approximately 30 minutes. Do I have a motion?
So motion.
Second.
Second.
Ms. Lopez, can you please call the roll?
Ms. Angley?
Yes.
Ms. Kadamtori?
Yes.
Ms. Delara?
Yes.
Mr. Delatorre?
Yes.
Mr. Grania?
Yes.
Mr. Klufo?
Yes.
Ms. Norwood?
Yes.
And Ms. McGurk?
Yes. So it's now 7:24 p.m. and we will be going into executive session for approximately 30 minutes. It is now 8:25 p.m. and we are just coming back from executive session. Do I have a motion to resume the meeting?
Motion.
Second.
Ms. Lopez, can you please call the roll?
Ms. Angley?
Yes.
Ms. Catavitori?
Yes.
Ms. Delera?
Yes.
Mr. Delatorre?
Yes.
Mr. Grania?
Yes.
Mr. Klufel?
Yes.
Ms. Norwood?
Yes.
And Ms. McGurk?
Yes. And with no further business, do I have a motion to close the meeting?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Have a lovely evening.